Well, a very good afternoon and welcome back to the Ray White Canberra headquarter auction room here, where we are streaming our live auction events. And geez, what a busy few weeks it has been. 25 sales, in fact, in the last 2 weeks, totaling some $19.6 million in real estate transactions, really giving you a good indication that there still remains to be a lot of confidence in the Canberra market. Joining us today is going to be Lisa Silverberg. She'll be back in a second. No, she's going to jump into frame right now. But before we begin with our auction for 5 p.m, I will update you on our 4 p.m. result. 33 Barada Crescent in Aranda. Mr. Andrew Lonsdale, he was your selling agent there. It did sell prior for a wonderful price as well. If you'd like more information, if you wanted to have a bit of a chat to Andrew about that campaign or indeed any others, please get in touch. So with that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to our 5 p.m. auction, being of course the lovely 55 Lucy Gullett Circuit in Chisholm. As mentioned to you before, Lisa Silverberg, our selling agent, she's there giving you your jazz hands over on the side, the greeting nowadays of preference. She has been your marketing agent over the past few weeks, and what a stellar job she has done. On her behalf, as well as the entire Ray White team, I would like to first of all thank our seller for the wonderful job they've done, not just in presenting this property, but the renovations are nothing short of supreme. It's great to have you joining us all via the live stream event today, and to the interested buyers amongst you, I do wish you the very best with your bidding. Now, I know right throughout the entire campaign, Lisa has provided you with our contract of sale. It's of course forming the centrepiece for today's proceedings, a fairly standard ACT Law Society document which legally identifies the unexpired term of the lease for Block 3, Section 555 in the Division of Chisholm. You, me and the postman, we of course know it more commonly as 55 Lucy Gullett Circuit. It's a fairly standard contract. There are no listed restrictions on the transfer of the title. We are offering the property vacant possession, there being no changes made to a very extensive list of inclusions and exclusions to remain with the home. Now, GST is of course not applicable to the price you pay. Settlement, that is to occur within 30 days from today's date, and a standard 10% deposit is required to secure your purchase. Of course, that said, if you've changed any of those details with Lisa in advance, bid with absolute confidence on that basis. Underpinning today's proceedings are the ACT terms and conditions of auction. They have been widely distributed throughout the campaign. However, I will highlight a few of the more pertinent points. I'm the only one authorised to place any kind of bid or offer on behalf of our seller. If compelled to do so, I'll simply call this a vendor bid. I can only do it once per auction, and of course only ever at a level below the reserve price. Participating in our auction this evening, well, that is a prerequisite of having pre-registered first. And I will note, of course, that all relevant documentation authorisation has been cited and approved. Of course, all of the bidders for any one of our live auctions, they are comfortable and safe on the phone at home. I can decide the amounts or the increment by which the bidding advances, and also may choose to refuse any bid. In the very unlikely event of a dispute or discrepancy, my role will be to adjudicate. I'll be the sole arbiter, my decision will be final. Now, providing what I think is a very realistic reserve, as long as we're above that number, at the strike of the gavel and screaming of sold, the obligation to the fortuitous purchaser amongst you will be to immediately complete the contract. Of course, we will be doing that on your behalf as authorised, as well as paying your deposit. You'll need to pay the balance of that agreed deposit amount immediately at the conclusion of the auction in order to secure your purchase. I will note no further bids, no late offers will be considered once a sale has been announced as sold. So quite simply, if you want to make this beautiful proposition your own home, I would recommend that you bid. Then of course make sure you're my highest bidder, and providing we're above the reserve price, you'll be the buyer. The balance of any other terms or conditions I take as being read and understood. Well, where to start with a home like this? I mean, unbelievable proportions when you consider everything on offer here. A sprawling block of some 962 square metres, complemented by a very nice design, an architectural wonder that is 236 square metres of versatile family living. For me, it's really the cathedral ceilings on the inside that seem to just welcome so much natural light that make this quite a family home, but it's of course all the extra room, all the extra space, and of course with all of that comes the absolute plethora of storage as well. A hard commodity to come by. Of course, if you are looking out there, you'll know very much what the value of good storage really is. But for me, the most breathtaking aspect, aside from what the home has to offer, is the outlook it provides, the views. They are nothing short of sensational. The mountain views really just giving you that perspective of how good life really is here in this very popular suburb. It's close to schools, it's close to the shops, close to public transport. Really, all we search for is to get a little bit closer now with our buyers. I'm going to submit it to you. We know you're interested. I'm calling for your opening bids, your offers here for number 55, Lucy Gullet Circuit in Chisholm. Who'd like to start me away with an opening bid and offer? Where is a fair and reasonable place to start? What do you think? Well inspected right throughout the whole campaign. Does not surprise me. Family homes in these locations, they're tightly held. They're rarely traded. So now is your opportunity to put your best foot forward. Give me a number to start. I'll certainly let you know if it's too high. But otherwise, you name me that number. Where do we see it start, folks? I would have thought comfortably into the 700s, looking at everything on offer here. The presentation is remarkable. Inside or outside, it was a spare no expense.
760,000?
760,000. The calculated move there with bidder number, I'll just confirm the bidder number there. Bidder number 2 at $760,000. I thank you for the opening bid now at 760. Away we go. At 760, I would have thought maybe 20 more on top to 780. The astute move might be to round out your competition at $800,000, but at 760 is the opening bid. The gambit's been thrown down, the gauntlet is there. You pick it up, do you come with me now at 760,000. Bidder number 2 in front and working well for it. All the space, all the seclusion. The renovations inside and out are incredible. The juxtaposition between the warm slate floors or the cool white kitchen is absolutely supreme. You look at everything here, the wonderful space of the bedrooms. I mentioned to you before the storage. Aside from all of that, the walk-in pantry as well, really making this a lifelong proposition. It's a home where the family can put the roots down. 770 on the phone. Thank you, Lisa. Bidder number 2, working well for it now at $770,000. Again, the suggestion, lengthen that stride, go a little bit stronger at $770,000, fairly bid and offered now. Do we say maybe 790 perhaps? That would be my recommendation as your next move. At $770,000 we have in front. Ducted vacuum, ducted gas, comfortable split system for air conditioning convenience as well. Really does have it all. Gorgeous manicured gardens, neat presentation. A truly versatile family home. $770,000 is our current bid. I do thank bidder number 2 for their strong interest so far. Work with me though, come with me. Here to see a result for you. The motivation of our seller is extremely high. We are keen for a sale. Have a bit of a chat, Lisa, there, see what we can do at $770,000. Renovated bathroom, renovated ensuite. It's a spare no expense extreme that we see here, but it just gives you a lifestyle. Immediately from the moment you walk through that door comes settlement. As I say, in just 30 days' time, you could be the beneficiary of all this effort, all the work that's gone into it. $770,000 is our bid, bidder number 2. How are we looking? I'm going to call it away. First time at $770,000. Don't delay, don't miss out now. Twice at $770,000. Need to know, have I got your best? Do you come in now? As I say, the suggestion, the recommendation, I would have thought 790. Third final time at 770,000. How are we looking? Understood. I'll give you a moment there, Lisa. Just one moment on the phone. As you can appreciate, all of this is being done remotely. There's only a select few here.
775.
775. It's 7 3/4 for the factions who enjoy fractions at 775 now, current mark and measure at 775. Appreciate you improving on your position, inching yourself closer towards home ownership there. Bidder number 2, I do appreciate it at $775,000. Didn't even mention to you, of course, with the high side of the street, the positioning there, aside from the views, it's at the base of Simpsons Hill. A wonderful recreation space for the kids or adults alike. Guarantee you take the dog up there for a bit of a walk, you'll be meeting plenty of friendly folk in a neighbourhood like this. $775,000 is our current bid. I recap: 4 bedrooms, the bathroom, the ensuite, the double garaging, and an absolute plethora of storage. Plenty of room here. The views, the renovations, it is all here at $775,000. Hang tight, the conversations continue. I mentioned to you before at the start of the stream, we have just seen an absolutely strong market in these past few weeks. 25 sales for this week alone. There's just been a huge amount of activity across the auction floor. Last night, one of our auctions in Canberra attracting 9 registered bidders as well. So really at the moment we are seeing a lot of resolve in the Canberra marketplace. A lot of confidence being underpinned by a rock-steady local economy as well. At $775,000. Bear with us, folks. We are getting close indeed. At $775,000, and see Lisa's just going to have another quick chat to bidder number 2 on the phone. Bear with us now. The bid's at $775,000. Expansive block, 962 square metres. The high side of the street. Certainly a very accommodating laundry as well. None of the European style, it is huge, it is immense. You could entertain in this laundry. Outdoor entertaining, it's covered, it's discreet, it is private. It is really just looking for our next owner to step forward confidently now. $775,000 is the bid. First call, we won't delay. This is it, twice. At $775,000, we need you to work a little bit harder now. I can tell you, you'll look back in 10, 20, 30 years, be very glad you made this decision here and now, and what it could be worth in those 3 decades' time. We've just seen amazing results up and down Chisholm. In fact, all of the Tuggeranong region benefiting from the, wonderful position, the excellent outlook, and so many renovations going on in the area. How are we looking? Just give you that quick moment, Lisa. I appreciate it. It is a big decision to make. Meanwhile, I do remind you that for any one of our properties, you can get involved. You just touch base with any of the agents who are representing. Very easy to get into a position to be bidding. And as you've seen with all of these results over the past few weeks, there is a lot of buyers very active out there. For the sellers amongst you, we are seeing still excellent inquiries. Though open homes aren't continuing, we do have a huge schedule of private appointments. And of course, all of our digital solutions as well. The 3D walkthroughs, the videos, the absolutely enticing photography that comes with it as well. We can provide you the complete digital package to be able to sell with confidence in this market. $775,000 is where we're up to for 55 Lucy Gullet Circuit in Chisholm. We are getting close with our conversations. Hang tight. $775 the bid. Bidder number 2, doing all the heavy lifting at the moment. I will mention there is conditional interest in the property. I will need to know, otherwise I would hate to think if it goes behind closed doors, if we have to go to private treaty, there is other people who are waiting to seize on this opportunity, so I would recommend make sure you leave no stone unturned here today. Make sure you give it your absolute all. At $775,000, Lisa, how are we looking? Finalise that chat now if we can at $775,000. So close. And of course, with all the wonderful aspects and inclusions of the property, 9,000 litres of water accumulating just to keep that garden looking so good. Those huge ceilings, with the windows right across the top letting in huge amounts of natural light. Rumpus, plenty of room, plenty of segregation as well. Kids at one end of the house, adults, you could be privately entertaining in the other. $775,000. It's a big decision to make, folks. Thanks for hanging in there. Bear with us now. We seek our final instructions. Today's economy, the idea of trying to build a home of 236 square metres in size, it's about give or take 25 squares in the old builder's language. No easy undertaking, and of course, aside from the effort of trying to build it, there is all those stress and added expenses as well. Let alone even buying a property of this size, the work to renovate and bring it up to a modern standard, it does not come cheap. And here, well look, it really does offer immediate livability in absolute spades. 775 is the current bid, our current offer. You need to just really consider that final position. If there is anything left to give, now is the time to secure it under these very fair and certain terms, knowing full well that conditional interest is ruled out at this point.
Look, I think psychologically you give kind of a bit of an exotic number.
Quite a lot of activity, as I mentioned to you, not just today, but over the last few days as well. Huge amount of auctions going on here, all brought to you via the live stream platform. Everybody's safe and sound at home, really getting in early before the Easter break. 775, Lisa, how are we looking? Do we need more time for this? Do we need to park it to the side? For the locals who have enjoyed this location for so long, you can really see with the local shopping district, all your absolute ease of amenities is there for you as well. I think I've said that better before, but not to worry. As you will know, it does have everything you could possibly need, just a stone's throw away. Whether it's the caffeination or the education, it really is all within walking distance. 775. Lisa, it's that moment I need to know. Where are we up to? Do we have any further movement? We are close. I would urge bidder number 2, if there is anything left, now is the time to step forward. Bear with us, folks. We're just going to put a bit of hold music on just for the moment. We allow for a few more discussions. With us for another moment or two. Tuning in, we are just in the middle of the auction for 55 Lucy Gullet. We're just allowing some conversations right now between our highest bidder and the seller. Hang tight, we will be with you in just a moment. We continue with our background music just whilst we finalise the final positions between buyer and seller. Bear with us. Right on cue. or two. Bear with us.
It's on the market.
Oh, so that is fantastic news. Okay, at 775, discussions have prevailed, and happy to announce we are on the market to be sold. So this is that moment. I'll need absolute clarity from you. If you've been waiting in the wings, now is the time to step forward. Otherwise, we sell for the want of another bid at 775. I wish bidder number 2 all the very best as we count it down at $775,000. Is there anything left to go for the sale? The gavel is in hand. No late bids, no late offers. 55 Loose Seagull Circuit in Chisholm, and selling first call at 775. Twice, third time at 775. Is there anything left? Are we sure? Bidder number 2, it looks like it is yours. It is going. It is going. It is sold your way. Congratulations. Very well done to bidder number 2, and very well done and congratulations to our successful seller. If you have any questions, of course, Lisa Silverberg, our selling agent, she would be more than pleased if you were to reach out, have a bit of a discussion. Tune in next 6 p.m, our next auction in Garran. Otherwise, we do thank you for tuning in. Please stay safe, enjoy your Easters, stay at home, and we will see you at the next live stream auction. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon.